Now, I know you all have heard that real estate agents make a lot of money and they work whatever hours they want. And that sounds like an awesome job that not a lot of people would run away from. So today, I want to talk to you about the staggering statistic provided by the National Association of Realtors that says 87% of agents fall out of the business within the first 5 years. And I'm here to tell you, one of them is not that they are making too much money. Training. And we're not just talking about how to fill out a contract or how to follow fair housing guidelines. We're actually diving a little bit deeper and going into the actual marketing of your business and management of your business. And for that, I think a lot of agents are falling out of the business because they don't know how to manage a database, or they've never been taught even what a database is. You'd be surprised how many agents I talk to and I ask them, what are they using for a database? And they get wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. They've never heard of a CRM system. They don't even have a Excel spreadsheet with a list of, past clients, future clients, nothing of that sort. And if you don't get in front of that, you don't really have any business to prospect. So one of the first things I'm doing every day is going through my database, looking at, who's been looking at homes, who's been favoriting homes, who I haven't spoke to in a while and I need to touch base with, and I'm constantly engaging and interacting with my sphere of influence. If you don't have a CRM system, again, you can use an Excel spreadsheet, you can create follow-ups on there, but as soon as you start to make money, I think you should probably look to invest in some kind of client relations management system that offers drip campaigns and different reminders and things of the sort that are going to help you get more efficient within your business. Marketing. Now, early on in the intro of this video, I mentioned that a lot of people think that agents make a lot of money and they work the hours that they want. And I think a lot of real estate agents, when they get their license, they're a part of that general pool who feel like they've got the opportunity to make a lot of money, which they do, and they've got the opportunity to work the hours they want, which in due time, I think you do through leverage. But early on, it's going to be a grind. I worked, Applebee's job serving tables my first year and a half of being an agent to make money, to be sure that I was able to pay my bills and I wasn't uncomfortable. That's something that a lot of people aren't going to be willing to do, or they're not going to be able to do because they've got, children or other obligations. So I was fortunate. I got my license before, actually having children. So I was able to work at night. My fiance was able to help me out and things worked out great. But with marketing, you've got to stay consistent. And if you think that you can work, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday this week, and next week you're going to work Tuesday and Thursday, and the week after that, maybe you only work Saturday and Sunday, you're not going to be able to build a strong enough brand to have longevity within your business. You have got to be consistent with every action that you do in order to gain a little bit of momentum. At that point, things get much easier within real estate, and I think that's why that 2 to 5 year mark is kind of the struggle points of getting past. Because once the momentum comes, after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you've got more clients, more clients, more clients, more clients. And if you do a good job of marketing and staying in touch with those people, your referral business and your repeat business should compound year after year after year, making your business easier and easier and easier to maintain. So if there's one thing that I can tell you to consistently do when you get in this business, it's market yourself. Beat it on your chest, yell it at the top of the mountains, let people know what you do, and don't be ashamed of asking somebody if you can help them buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Treat everybody the same, do a good job, and your brand is going to build itself. Be humble, be vulnerable, don't be scared to ask for business. I'd much rather be scared to call somebody, make that call, and win business than be that agent who has been scared for the last 5 years and finally is going to fail out. So you choose your heart. Don't stop marketing. Not prospecting. So this one I understand because I remember the feeling I had when I joined a team and my team leader asked us to stand up. It was myself and another buyer agent. and start to role play different scripts that we were going to use while making our phone calls. When I tell you I was sweating and shaking because I did not want to make those calls and do those impersonations in front of an office full of people, I'm not kidding you. I was scared to death. So to think about actually doing that now with real people was amplified by 100%. It's scary. I get it. But if you want to be successful in this business, it's a contact sport, and whoever talks to the most people wins. You've got to call people. You've got to have your elevator pitch perfect. So when that opportunity comes in a conversation and you're able to pitch your services or pitch an opportunity, pitch some value to somebody, you're able to do that on a dime because you practice it and you know what your unique value proposition is to everybody you come in contact with. But prospecting is something that has to be done if you want to be successful in this business, especially early on. There's two types of equity that you're going to have in your business. You've got sweat equity and you've got check equity. Most agents do not have check equity when they get in the business, which is why they fail out within 5 years. They haven't saved enough money. They're not making enough money. Their dues come up and they're looking at them and saying, should I do Christmas this year or should I pay these dues and try it again another year? And they've only sold 1 or 2 houses this year. It's an easy decision. They're going to have Christmas with their kids that year. Had they been prospecting regularly Monday through Friday, I guarantee you their business would have grown even if they were awful on the phone. A lot of times, the first person somebody speaks to is going to be the agent that they work with, unless you just totally drop the ball. So making those calls is going to lead to opportunities. What I learned as a buyer's agent was a lot of times the people that I made contact with who were looking to buy were also looking to sell. So now that one phone call got me 2 deals. That's not the only type of prospecting you can do. You can door knock, you can do postcards, you can create events. There's so many different ways that you can prospect. You just have to figure out which ones mesh with your personality and which one you're not going to run away from the most. I'll go ahead and tell you, these videos that I'm doing right now is not the best thing for me. I'm scared to death of videos, but I know that putting myself out here and letting people know what I go through on a daily basis and how I work my business is going to attract more people to want to work with me that like me because of the way that I work and the way that I do things and the way that I'm transparent with everything that I'm doing. Time management. This is another one I got lucky with early on. When I joined the team, I went through a Corcoran Consulting Buyer's Agent Ramp-Up Program. And one of the first projects that we worked on within that training program was time blocking. We had an ideal weekly schedule and we put our whole calendar together a week ahead. Obviously, you've got to have some blanks in there to have appointments and stuff like that. But my prospecting, my role play, and my appointment blocks were all built out the same every day throughout the week. And what that did was, just like exercising, it trained me almost to muscle memory, where I knew 8 o'clock to 8:30, I'm role playing. 8:30 to 11:30, I'm making phone calls. 11:30 to 12, I'm going to follow up on emails and text messages. 12 to 1, I'm going to go to lunch. And then my afternoon, if I don't have any appointments, I can go back to prospecting to fill my calendar with appointments. But if I do have appointments, I try to book them all in the afternoon, and I protect those golden hours in the morning to prospect and build my future business at all costs. So learning how to do that early on within your business and doing it every day consistently again is going to allow you to see growth within your business. If you do not have any kind of time management skills whatsoever, you are probably going to be one of those 87% of agents who fail out of the business. Because a lot of times, people think that they had a long day, a really busy day, and they probably did. But were you busy doing the right things, or were you busy doing the wrong things? There's a difference between busy and productive. And when you time block, it allows you to put the things that are going to move your rocks within your business the most first and everything else comes last. So again, if there's anything I can tell you, time block your day and see how that works. Give it 3 to 6 months and see what a change it makes within your life and your business. I think you'll feel great. I see this one all the time, and I get it. You work hard, you finally have made a little bit of money, and you want to spend it. You've got the BMW, you've got the Louis Vuitton, you've got the pretty shoes, you've got the pretty jewelry, but you haven't put anything back into your business yet that allowed you to acquire all of those things. And you don't have any consistency within your business yet. So the money that you made this year maybe doesn't come next year. And now you're looking to sell the BMW, sell the Louis Vuitton, sell the pretty shoes, or sell the jewelry. What I tell all of my agents is focus on your investments first. Invest in yourself, invest in your business, and invest in real estate or something else out there that you're interested and you know something about to allow you to create passive income to get you through some of those harder times. What I see is, people who come from an employee atmosphere who are used to making, $500 a week, $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, they're used to the consistency of a check. So when they receive a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 check, a lot of times I see that money disappear very quickly without thinking about paying taxes, putting some back into the business so you can continue to grow, or putting some into a savings or investment account to save for your next investment. If you can do this early on and create some cushion for yourself, whether it be, again, rental properties, dividends, just a standard index fund, whatever it is you want to work on and build so you've got some comfort, and when times get a little bit rough or markets shift, anything like that, you're not looking for the next hourly job. You're prepared for this. You can weather the storm. And honestly, a lot of money is made in down markets, but it's going to be made by the agents who are consistently working and they've got a dominant hold on that market. What happens is, maybe there are less homes to sell or the homes are selling for less money, but the amount of agents reduces by so much in those markets because there's not a lot going on and there's not enough to feed everybody. And 20% of the agents are getting 80% of the business. That's Pareto's principle, and it holds true with real estate as well. Again, I think if you are in the business, you need to be in the business. Invest in your business, invest in yourself, invest in real estate, invest in education, invest in anything but the fancy car that you've always dreamed of, the purse, the shoes, until you've got yourself some consistency built around your business. Instant gratification is definitely something that will kill the business if you allow it to. You realize it's a real job. So again, a lot of people thought you could work the hours you want and you're going to make all the money you want. And then you get into the thick of things and you realize that real estate's not just the pretty pictures on Instagram or the vacations all the time, that it's actually a hard job, and you've got people's biggest investment riding on you and the decisions that you help them make. Some people can't handle that stress. They can't handle, losing a deal, and their emotions are what pushes them out of the business. I see it quite often. Know that this is a real job and it is a hard job, but it does get easier. Again, I think my main point throughout this whole thing, if you catch anything, is everything that you do with consistency is going to work. So wake up every day, have a plan, know what you're going to do, and go be great. I want you guys all to win. If there's anything I can help with, drop me a message below. I'd be happy to help.